Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's me, Matrix, aka the boy who is coming for your head, aka the Torterra Master, aka we didn't bring Torterra this first week, and that was my biggest mistake. But anyways, yeah. So this is week one of the TISA, and this is against Smile Emoticon, aka my good friend Brayden Star Fox. Brayden, he is a very cool guy. He makes like remixes of video of music and stuff like that. I don't know why I said videos. But yeah. This first week was very interesting to say the least. Um, so as you can see, I brought Florges, Dust Noir, uh, Kiram, Mega Aerodactyl, Victini, and Blastoise. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get right into this. That's the wrong click on it. We're gonna hit play. So first off, we send Deuces against his Rose Raid, and I'm just gonna say this is a back and forth battle. I switch out into my Destroyer of Souls, aka Mega Aerodactyl. He switches into Wild Wind, so I go for Ice Fang. It does minimal damage. I switch out into Blastoise. He gets a Scald off, and the burn sucks, but it's whatever, sort of. So he switches out into his Rose Raid. I get a Dark Pulse off. It does a little bit of damage. Not enough, though. I switch out into my Dusknoir. He goes for a Giga Drain. This Rose Ray is a pain in my butt. He goes for a Sleep Powder, which I did not really expect, but I've never battled Brayden before, so I didn't know how he was going to be. He goes for a Sludge Bomb. I go for the Aromatherapy to get the burn off and wake up my Dusknoir. I switch into Destroyer of Souls. He goes for a Sleep Powder, and I'm asleep. He goes for a Giga Drain. It does a lot. He switches into Wild Wind. Uh, and then Destroyer Souls is still sleeping. So I send out Urza next. Um, so Scald is coming through, killing me. I get a Giga Drain off. I get a crit, so we're back up to half health. So I think he's going to switch out here into this thing again. I go for Aromatherapy, waking up Destroyer of Souls, because it's needed. I switch out into Carmex. I think I meant Kmex, but Carmex works too. He goes for a Giga Drain, almost kills. Shofu comes out. He goes for a Giga Drain here. He switches out into the Wild Wind. I go for a Fusion Bolt, trying to predict, which I do. I think he switches out here again into this thing. So I go for another Fusion Bolt. It does very minimal damage. I switch out into Urza again. He switches out into Terrakion. Switches out again into this thing, Lucifer, which Savali is pretty cool. I think in week 2 he ran it like electric or something like that. I get a toxic off on the Savali. I switch out into Carmex. I'm just gonna take the sack. He gets the parting shot off, which sucks. But Guns N' Roses comes out here. He goes for another sleep powder, which sucks. He just likes using that sleep powder. I knew I had to sack this thing off, so I'd go ahead and do it. A Destroyer of Souls comes out. He switches out into this thing. I go for Aerial Ace. I should have went for Ice Fang, because that probably would have been better. He switches out again into the Terrakion. I go for Ice Fang again. He goes for a Rock Slide, so Mega Aerodactyl is gone. Deuces comes out. He switches out into DP Ubers again. I go for a Zen Headbutt. Probably should have went for something else. I switch out back into Dust Noir. He goes for Toxic. Toxic sucks. Switches back into Lucifer. I give a Shadow Sneak. He uses Parting Shot again. Parting Shot is an annoying move. Thunder Punch. which sucks. He goes for a Sludge Bomb. I go for a Pain Split to get my HP back up. He sets up another layer of spikes, which sucks. The only physical move I have on this thing is Thunder Punch. I don't know why. I probably should have put something else on there, but I'm an idiot this week. So Dusknoir goes down. Shofu comes out. He switches into Lucifer. I go for an Outrage, and it kills. So thank God that Mon is down. He goes for a Rock Slide and kills, which sucks. I think it was Choice Scarfed. I send out Urza. He switches out into Guns N' Roses again. I go for a Moonblast. It's a crit. Basically, the battle's pretty much done from here. I think it's basically a stall war. So I'm asleep. He gets another layer of spikes up. Still asleep. Goes for a Giga Drain. Still asleep. Goes for another Giga Drain. I woke up. I go for a Moonblast. Goes for a Sleep Powder. So I'm asleep again. Luckily, though, this next play, he switches out into the Suicune, and I wake up turn 1, so I get a Moonblast off. I probably should have went for Giga Drain, just in case. So he goes for a Sludge Bomb, trying to kill me this time. So luckily, I've killed 2 of his Mons, which is really, really nice. And I think that's about game. He goes for another Sludge Bomb. It kills. So Victini's the only one left. Now I had to make sure I use right. So I go for a Blue Flare. It is the wrong move. So with that being said, unfortunately for week 1, we lost against my boy Brayden. But you know, it's all good. We'll come back in week 2. Because week 2 is a very good match. I can already tell you that right now. But anyways, dudes, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button down below. It's always appreciated. And as always, I love you all. Deuces!